Hey everybody, it's me, it's Thor. Hope you're doing well. I realize I'm in a constant existential crisis about my pedal board, which annoys me. I basically like the same pedals every time, but it's this constant layout conundrum. Because I want what I want sound-wise, but I don't like to travel big, you know what I mean? I don't like to have a big board. Something about that bugs me. And it's only 7 pedals, including the tuner. 8 if you count a volume pedal, which I use from time to time. And it's, I don't know, it's bugging me. I'm sick of, like for instance, I've come up with what I want to use for my fall tour with Ashley Campbell. Because I've done a couple of gigs and I've figured out what's worked and what hasn't. And I'm pretty certain of these pedals. And what's cool about these pedals is that they work for basically everything else that I do. There's not a lot of room for, like, I'm not a big modulation person. The most modulated I get usually is some nice tremolo and some tape delay. I'm obsessed with the El Capistan, that's my favorite. And that's about it. I'm not a big fuzz guy. You know, I have well, let me tell you what I'm using. So I have a Polytune Mini, because it's small. I'm using an SP compressor by Exotic, just because that was available, used at a shop. Again, I'm new with compressors. That goes into an MXR Timmy. I've had a couple of these, and I've also had a Paul Cochran Timmy, and no offense to Paul Cochran, but I enjoy this one better. And then from there into an RC Booster into a Victory V1 Duchess pedal, that into an El Capistan, that into a Flint, and then out. If I use a volume pedal, I put it between the last gain stage, the Duchess, and the El Capistan. So that might live off board. I have a really nice Layla active volume pedal, but there's no space for it. And powering it is interesting, so I just use, at the moment, a Dunlop Mini, which actually I like quite a bit. So this I can use for everything that I'm currently doing, right? It's great. I would love to be able to have a volume pedal on the board. I would love to be able to use a switcher. I have a switcher I got from Bright Onion. I don't know if they're Bright Onion pedals or Bright Onion effects, but they're down in Brighton, England. And I would love to be able to use that. I love the idea of not having anything in my signal path, you know, but I just don't want a big board. I don't want all of these cables, you know, that's the thing. It's just all this stuff, all this gubbins. Maybe it's just me being a crotchety old man, but it's just how I feel about it. So what do you guys think? Are you do you nitpick over this stuff like I do? Because I constantly nitpick. I had all this stuff on a bigger board until not very long ago, until about an hour ago. But that bigger board, here's the other thing, doesn't fit in a suitcase. And my next Pedalboard gig is with Izzo Fitzroy in France, and I have to put this in a suitcase. So I don't need a volume pedal for that. So I was able to put all this stuff on a smaller board. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. But what do you think? Do you guys obsess like I do? I'm really into this V1, the Victory V1 pedal, because I realize I need more saturation sometimes. Not necessarily dirt, but saturation. Because what I hear doesn't always translate to what everyone else hears. And listening back to some live recordings lately, what I think is overdriven is not very overdriven. So this Victory, I have it set up, so this is my clean tone. I'm just using the iPhone mic today, so my apologies for any terrible sound. So that's my clean tone. I'm playing through it's sort of a Brown Deluxe clone, which just rules. If I want that same sort of sound, but just a little thicker and slightly almost gonna break up, I have the Duchess pedal. Basically the same tone, which I'm pretty into. So that's good for, I could roll the volume back a little bit. And I could push it with the RC booster. I guess I'm kind of using the RC booster as a solo boost. RC booster is great. I'm a late convert to that. If I want super thick, then I have the Timmy. Which I kind of have set as like a unity gain, like a unity volume. Not quite enough. Anyway, it's cool. I like the sounds, but I nitpick over the vessel to carry them. So let me know what you think. Do you obsess over the same thing, or is it just me being out of my fucking mind? That's all my thoughts for now. Take care.